Hi there. The north to south contrast in our weather continues this weekend. Very significant contrasts depending on where you are in the country. We keep that going on Friday night with further blustery showers for central and northern Scotland, 1 or 2 showers for Northern Ireland and northern England, and a keen breeze blowing across northern parts of the UK, keeping a frost at bay. But further south, the winds fall light. Lots of clear sky out there. As a result, patches of fog possible, nothing too extensive. And a frost possible first thing Saturday, so temperatures in urban areas down to 2 or 3 Celsius. In sheltered parts of the countryside, 1 or 2 spots could dip to -2, -3 degrees. But there'll be plenty of sunshine across much of England and Wales first thing, with higher pressure to the south, lower pressure way to the north. The storm track now has shifted north compared with where we were at the start of the week, of course, with storms Isha and Jocelyn. But these lows are still going to bring some very unsettled weather into the far north of the UK through the weekend. And as you can see by this swathe of wind gusts of 50, perhaps even 60 miles an hour during Saturday morning, this cold front will approach the northwest of Scotland, and some spots will get 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, or a touch more in the most exposed parts of northwest Scotland. Nowhere near as strong, of course, compared with the storms earlier in the week, but it is going to be a blustery start to the day if you're in the northwest of the UK, and there'll be further showers or longer spells of rain across northern Scotland, the rain becoming more persistent at times through the morning. But elsewhere, actually, plenty of bright weather, a good deal of sunshine during the morning before some high cloud builds in by the afternoon. And for most, it is going to be a dry Saturday, if rather breezy in the north and west, with those gales continuing around northern and western coasts of Scotland, and some outbreaks of rain feeding in by the end of the afternoon into the west of Scotland. But otherwise, well, it's going to be relatively mild after that chilly start to the day, 9s, 10 Celsius, typically across the country, 11 perhaps in 1 or 2 spots. Into Saturday evening, we're going to see some wetter weather for a time, reaching parts of Northern Ireland, more especially western and northern Scotland, before becoming confined once again to the far north, and some drizzle over western hills, as well as low cloud moves into the west, and that low cloud leading to extensive hill fog in the west. The breeze picks up across all parts, so could be a touch of frost in the far southeast first thing Sunday, but otherwise it's largely frost-free and a mild start in the northwest. But a cloudy and a breezy start. Actually, there will be a lot more cloud around on Sunday, some of it low, lurking up across central and southern parts, covering the hills, some of it medium and high, so some brightness coming through for parts of North Wales, northern England, East Anglia and the southeast. Where we do get brightness, the wind's coming up from the south-southeast, or the south-southwest, should I say. So actually, parts of Wales, northeast England, could see temperatures into the mid-teens. And that would be exceptionally warm for the time of year, although not record-breaking. Meanwhile, it turns increasingly wet and windy for Scotland and Northern Ireland. Persistent rain arrives by the end of the afternoon, and the wind really picking up as well across the hills of northern England and parts of Wales. So a blustery afternoon to come across much of the UK. But as I mentioned, it is going to be mild, double figures fairly widely. Then into the start of next week, these outbreaks of rain continue to affect northern parts of the UK whilst we keep higher pressure to the south, so staying mostly dry. And we'll keep you updated, of course, right here on our YouTube channel.